Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all the top 3 stocks that all of you should be keeping in your watch list for today. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of last night's video, right after the intro. Alright, y'all, again, before we begin, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in, alright? So let's begin. Right now, the market is looking pretty great. I told y'all yesterday, do not panic. Do not panic. Because dip buyers stepped in overnight and the market held this level of support before trending back up again. Alright, right now it's at 41.70. Could we go higher? Could we see 41.90 today? Could we see 4200 today? I think there is a strong possibility, but be very, very cautious for all of you, especially for those of y'all who are beginners just getting started in the market. We're currently at the all-time highs, right? And there are some risks involved. So manage your account, manage your risk, and just keep your eyes open just in case there is some turbulence in the near future, right? So just keep that in mind as you are trading today at the all-time highs. Now, the top 3 stocks that all of you should be keeping in your watch list. The first one that we're going to be discussing in today's video, that stock is BABA. All right, and BABA, I featured this one after, I think it was on Monday, after it had its massive surge. And I explained to y'all that somebody asked in the comments, is this a runaway gap? And I told y'all that yes, it looks like it's a runaway gap. It wants to just run away. It gaps up and then never comes back here. It just keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. And I think today might be a solid day for this stock. All right. If I change over here to the 1, it just broke out again. Well, it's almost about to break out of previous levels of resistance. Keep this one on your watch list for a potential push all the way up to 247, maybe 250. I'm not bearish on BABA at all, and there's some bullishness going on here. And it's not just BABA. Money is like trickling into Chinese companies, just all of them all together. So just keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes out for those, right? And expect a push today. I'll be watching BABA as well for a potential day trade. Now, the next one that all of you should be keeping in your watch list, that stock is CRM. All right, and CRM right now has been doing phenomenal, right? It's been doing phenomenal. It had a little pullback, I believe this was Wednesday, and then it came back up on Thursday. And right now the market is bullish. This stock tends to follow the market pretty well. I'm not sure if this stock got upgraded before to 240. I wouldn't be surprised to look at the history here and find that upgrade by somebody, but I think it's actually going to get to 240. I think so. So keep this one on your watch list for a potential long, especially if money keeps flowing in the SPY. All right. This one is just a continuation. It's just you do not fight the trend. The trend is up. All right. It just has been climbing and climbing in this very, very straight line. All right. It's been climbing ever since. So I think it's gonna continue to go higher, and it's still recovering from these levels right over here. All right. So keep it on your watch list. I like it a lot for a move higher. The next one that all of you should be keeping in your watch list. This stock is going parabolic. It is. And I think it has more room to the upside. I do. For all of you who have been subscribing to the channel, we traded this one. I released that first video on HD when it was at 290. I told y'all to go long, right? Because the flag was so clean. And yeah, so far it's been doing phenomenal. A lot of y'all are in the comment section like, is it time to short it? Is it time to short it? I'm not shorting it. No. You know, this stock right here is something that I'm very like cautious in regards to shorting. I'm not the stocks in the Dow your AMAT, for example, your Lowe's, like LOW, your Home Depots, you want to be very careful because these are growth stocks. When they run for a long time. And every time you're gonna try to keep fighting that trend, fighting that trend, and you're gonna keep getting crushed, annihilated after every single attempt. So I rather go long on this one. I just rather go long. Short selling is not advice for the stock at all. I think it can go higher. I think that it may hit 230 today. It would be phenomenal if it did. If there's just a massive breakout and if some more money floods into this market, we might see this one push a lot higher. So keep that one on your watch list for a potentially parabolic move for this stock. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. For those of y'all who dropped those in the comment section, the first one that we're gonna talk about ZNGA. All right, and ZNGA, I addressed this one a while ago about how it was underrated. Right, this is a growth stock. Like regardless of what the price is, it's between like $5 and $12. It's been trading over here for a while, but long-term investors love this thing. Like they keep buying these dips every time it falls, and they bought it again, all right, and again. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing go all the way up to $12 again. And if we just continue this trend throughout the rest of the year, ZNGA is definitely something that I feel like a lot of traders or a lot of investors overlook, and it has a very nice track record. It's very steady, very steady, very slow growing stock. So to the person who was asking about this, I'm definitely not bearish. I'm not bearish on ZNGA whatsoever, and I think that it can continue to go higher and trend higher. All right, and the same thoughts and opinions apply to Sono. All right. And Sono, ever since I released that video over here, it's been going and going and going. It's just not stopping, people. I think it can hit I think it can hit $50 very soon. It's very slow. It's growing. Long-term investors love this. Not too much volatility. It's just climbing upwards and upwards and upwards. Eventually, will there be like a massive pullback or a massive scare? I always anticipate such a thing because I'm a trader, right? You have to think about that every single day in the market. That's what makes us traders. But in regards to this stock, I do think that it's going to continue on to go higher and higher. So I'm not bearish on Sonos whatsoever for the person who asked about this one as well. The next one that we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk about what happened with Palantir. And Palantir, I shared this one with y'all for a potential move to the upside right over here at $23, right? I think it was right over here even. Yeah, at $23. It had the first day was great. The next day it collapsed all the way down and then it recovered. And for all of you who were able to make money on this wild ride, congratulations. Hopefully you were not too greedy and you didn't hold throughout this entire dump, right? I think this is when I told y'all to like that I was getting rid of Tesla. Y'all remember that day? I told y'all that I'm getting rid of Tesla in all of my calls on Tesla because the job was done. And this one also, the job was done. And then it immediately collapsed. Where is it gonna go next? Honestly, I'm being very patient. I'm watching it. It's on my watch list. I don't know if it's gonna spike to 30 tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna collapse to 20. All I can say is that this stock is a very reputable company. Long-term investors, this is your moment. This is where you step up to the plate, and this is where you accumulate, right? That way, when it chooses to break out at some point, somewhere over here or somewhere over here, you'll be ready for that. That's why you're long-term investors. So in regards to this stock, again, for traders, chill. Long-term investors, do what you do best. All right, have at it. That's my very honest opinion of this stock. The next one that we're going to be talking about in this video, that stock is Plug. And in regards to Plug, I made a video about Plug and how I was anticipating the bounce off of support, and it kept tanking ever since, unfortunately. And that's okay. Again, this thing has been beaten down for what, 60% now? 70%, 67%. Not, I wouldn't advise anybody to short at these lows. The money has been made to the shorts. Short sellers, don't get too greedy. The stock is moving in your direction, yes, but after a certain point, like, you're gonna have to cover. And again, everybody else, if shorts have to cover eventually, there will be a spike on the stock at some point. So watch this one for a potential bounce. I'm not bearish on it, but just be very, very patient and enter in the stock when you feel is best for you. All right. This is not financial advice. This is just my very honest opinion on the stock. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to destroy and annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel a lot and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday to Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens, and the post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter and Facebook. All right. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I'll have some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 right after you sign up with Webull. Use my very first link in the description below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video, alright? Enjoy the outro.